Where are we at today, Robbie boy?
Somewhere northeast of Diamond Fork Junior High.
All right. And everybody in town ought to know where Diamond Fork Junior High is.
Great school.
Great school. All right. What's our topic today?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're doing here, to be honest with you.
Well, it starts with an R.
Robbie boy.
No, not Robbie boy.
Good guess.
Our topic is about roundabouts.
Traffic circles?
Yeah, I guess you could call them traffic circles.
Travis, not Travis.
Not Travis circles.
Traffic.
Circles. Yeah. All right. And have you met our guest yet?
There's also the Yes song, Roundabout.
I'll be the roundabout.
No, I have not.
Well, he's a good man. We worked together at the Payson Temple, shift number 2 on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good man.
I've met other people you work with at Payson Temple.
Yeah, and they're good people. All right, let's bring him in now. Okay, guys. This is
What's going on?
Oh, wow.
You're not allowed to, first you have to introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm John Logan.
John Logan.
Live here in Spanish Fork, up where they're putting in a new roundabout up the street here.
Roundabout.
Yeah, I heard that's a topic for today.
Now, you're not the same Johnny Logan that played shortstop for the Milwaukee Braves.
No, that's my namesake.
Oh, namesake. Ooh, because he was a dandy.
Goose
Yes,
was
he
telling
was.
me you were that guy. Enjoy
All
it now.
stars. Hey,
Ooh,
he
he's
was
kept his
there.
age good, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
All right, so first question is, how do you feel about roundabouts?
roundabouts are one of the stupidest things I think there is.
What?
Yes, they impede traffic, in my opinion. People are going to get killed in these roundabouts because nobody knows how to merge. They're all there, all the hazards you can think of.
Not if you're not a scaredy cat.
Well, you can drive like a Nigerian and just merge right in, no thought at all of who's around.
Or you can walk like an Egyptian. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Walk like an Egyptian.
We could be on the MTA and be lost forever on a roundabout.
Some of us could be.
Well, most of us.
I told you to shave for the show.
I did. I left the house
At 8?
8. I just barely got here. What is it?
Boy, and look,
Late
he's
in the
got
afternoon.
a 5 o'clock shadow already. He's been on that roundabout so long.
This is temple humor.
Temple humor, yes.
That's right. And how did we come up with this topic to begin with?
Well, I was thinking one day about topics that, because you kind of like to have a lot of fun with your show.
Yeah.
And roundabouts does create a lot of controversial humor.
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 You know,
Fun too.
fun. Well, you could get on a roundabout and by the time you get off the roundabout, you might have kids at home that you never seen.
You've never seen me drive, have you?
Well, I've heard, but I have not seen.
Yeah.
You get a lot of letters.
Right.
So-
Yeah. Anything else you want to share with our viewers?
Look at this little roundabout here.
Oh,
I thought that was a flower planter.
That's what I thought it ought to be. These guys coming into this subdivision, they got to go clear around that thing to get to their place. People coming out of here got to go clear around that to get out that road. Does that make sense? There's very few places have I seen roundabouts work. And that's if you want to slow down traffic on a road. They have roundabouts in there, and they have to slow down to go around about them. I've almost been hit twice on a roundabout, because they just, for some reason, maybe it's just Utah drivers, I don't know,
maybe it is.
but I've been killed on them suckers.
So how do you feel about a 4-way stop versus
I've thought about that, and I think the traffic moves just as well on a 4-way stop, safer than it does on a roundabout.
Say what?
Okay.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of problems on roundabouts,
I hate them.
and you've almost been struck many times.
I've been about hit twice.
But perhaps the problem is not the roundabout.
You think it's me?
Target? I'm just putting it.
You think I
it
got
looks like a dog.
a big target on my shirt?
I don't know. Maybe you've made some people mad. I heard you're an amazing man, but I've never been hit on a roundabout.
You look at this as like a Black Friday at Walmart.
Okay.
You sit out there and you wait. Those doors come open. I'll tell you, they don't care who's down on the ground. They'll stomp on them, and they'll get into that store. Now, that's just like these roundabouts. People want to get
TV.
to... Yeah, or TV, yeah.
For a TV.
Hopefully, they'll have plenty in store, but most people don't know. They coming through that door.
So you say if there's an elderly greeter there, they'll trample him?
Hasn't got a chance.
Not a
Hasn't got
chance. All right, guys. We're going to go to our first break, go get some fruits and veggies, and we want to thank our good guests.
Yeah.
Robbie,
Truly.
Well, thank you.
old John
It's
Logan.
an honor to meet you, sir.
Pleasure to be here.
So thanks for coming. Thanks for shaving this morning at 8.
Well, I had to do it. Looked good on TV.
That's right. Hey, we'll be back in a moment. All right, guys, we're back. And guess what, Robbie?
What?
We've got a bigwig from the city
The boss.
on our show right now. And the first question we're going to ask Seth is why do we need these roundabouts?
Why do we need roundabout? That's a fantastic question. One phrase: continuous flow intersection.
Continuous flow intersection.
As you look at a four-way stop or an intersection, I stop, I look, and maybe I go through like this intersection behind us, or I might stop at a red light and I wait and I wait and I wait, and then it turns green, and all the while maybe there weren't very many cars going because of that particular moment in the day. Traffic isn't that busy.
Yep.
So a roundabout allows for what we call a continuous movement. I approach it and I look to my right, I yield if there's a car coming. If there isn't, then I go through the roundabout. There you go.
So we're at one of the busiest intersections in town.
Yes.
Very busy.
We're on 4th North and 8th East. So we're just going to kind of split here and let Travis take a look.
This is my Vanna White pose.
So let's commentate here for a second as we hear there's a truck that stopped here and they're just going to go right on through. Ooh, they go, and this car is waiting all the while there, and they're going to take a left there, and here's this little red Explorer. They're stop, waiting. Do I go? And now they go. If you have a roundabout, that Jeep right there would have already been moving. This van would now start to go, and that car right there would have been going at the same time because they wouldn't have been conflicting with each other. The key though to a roundabout is you always look to your left, yield to your left. If somebody's in the roundabout, wait for them to go, and then you can proceed.
So did you get that, Rob?
I have a different style in roundabouts.
What is your style, Rob?
I look at it as a game of chicken, and I love roundabouts. I love roundabouts.
Chicken though. So that's not the game we want to play. We don't want to play Frogger. We don't want to play chicken.
And we don't want to play goose.
And we might want to play Goose.
Oh.
That could be fun, I think.
Okay.
So are we looking to perhaps put a roundabout here at this location?
So anytime we have an intersection that is changing, and this intersection, like Goose said a moment ago, is very busy.
in the mornings, I sit in line for 5 minutes sometimes. And
Yeah.
we backed up traffic.
And so we work. This is actually a UDOT controlled road, right? This fourth North is owned and operated by UDOT. So we don't have the say in all of it, but we do get to recommend and things like that.
So the city doesn't plow this road
Not necessarily, yeah.
and they don't repair it.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
But anytime we look at an intersection like this, if we're going to take it from a four-way stop to a lighted intersection, you always have to ask yourself, would a roundabout function better? And then we run that through a model, and if it comes back yes, then we work with UDOT maybe to see if we can get a roundabout there.
And so what's the timeline on this one?
On this kind of an intersection,
Yeah.
we'd love to have some direction to and from UDOT within the next year about whether or not we could put a light or a roundabout at this particular intersection.
Because this has got to be one of the busiest intersections in Spanish Fork, hands down.
Off of the main roads, right? I mean, like Main Street is
Sure.
a much busier road than 4th, but yeah, it is something that's off Main Street. This is one of the busiest intersections for sure. We've got a roundabout coming at 2550 East, and
That way.
that way.
Oh, that way.
That way. Up on Canyon Road and Highway 6, they both kind of run parallel, right? And there's a road that intersects, brings them together called 2550 East. Right now there's a Walmart, a neighborhood Walmart being constructed there.
Oh.
And
about that.
there's going to be a really large roundabout. It's going to expand the width of the road to 5 lanes
Wow.
on the Highway 6 side. and it's going to be 4 lanes going down to 2 lanes on the canyon roadside, and traffic's going to flow there. Hopefully they won't play chicken or goose when they enter that roundabout, when it will be operational sometime in September.
So that's going to be up there by our first guest that we had, old Johnny Logan.
There you go.
He lives up there in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny, he's going to love it.
All right, so we're going to go to another break, Trav, right here, and go get you some good things to eat, like carrot sticks, celery sticks, some radishes. And what do you like, Seth?
Carrot sticks are great. Let's stick with that.
Let's stick with the carrot sticks. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, you know this hurts. This has been a fun show. Goose, who's our next guest?
Hey, you wouldn't believe it, but we got a dandy guest up now.
As opposed to our other guests?
Oh, they were good too.
Okay, I just want to be clear on that, because I had some thoughts there.
Because we need to find out the legalities of these roundabouts. Okay?
Is that really necessary?
It is.
Okay.
So our next guest is my buddy, Sergeant Sheriff.
Whoa. Wait. Because your city... Okay. Your last name, Sheriff, that's...
That's correct. Been a sheriff for 50 years.
Okay, let me ask you
Long
this.
time.
If you were really a sheriff and not a city cop, would you be sheriff?
I would be sheriff, or deputy sheriff. Could be.
But now you're just...
But now I'm sergeant sheriff.
Sergeant?
That's right. Spanish Fork Police
I
Department.
had to ask, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, we need to enlighten our citizens here in our great community of Spanish Fork.
Number one.
We're at this roundabout east of Sierra Bonita Elementary, and we've been here and it's been pretty busy. Okay, now this is what I'm wondering. Late at night, nobody's around. My wife and I like to ride around. Wonder if I decide I want to take a shortcut and go like that.
Well, if I see you or another officer see you, you're going to get nailed and you're going to get a ticket. And I'd write you.
I'd like to turn him in right now. Just let's turn you in, because we know
Okay.
you do that.
Yeah, but
But I want to know, why are you out late at night with your wife? You out doing Pokemon or what?
no, we're just out riding around,
Valid question.
relaxing, because there's nothing on
That's it.
TV.
I'll be the roundabout.
We just ride around, joyride.
Okay.
Yeah, Rob, and you bring that up. I know you like to put the foot to the metal. What happens?
on the middle.
What happens if Rob comes up here and decides he wants to do a few donuts around the roundabout?
We heard that kids do this at night, not me. I'm a law-abiding
Squilling
citizen.
tires, and well, it goes from a minor traffic violation to a serious reckless driving, and you'll lose your license.
I'm really close now, actually, so I'm trying to be really good.
Wow.
When you were younger, did you try to hook up with girls and like put a French spin to it and say Sharif?
Well, I really didn't have to try to hook up with the women. They more or
It's
less
okay.
came to me.
Oh.
I just, yeah, it was,
Okay, Bud. I noticed that there's a turtle or a man over there that says slow on it.
It's definitely a turtle.
Do we have to honor that?
it's just an advisement, and it's put up by the private citizen because he's apparently been a little upset about the traffic speeds through the area.
What about
Aesthetics,
bicycles?
it
I
was-
see there's a lot of bicycles, Officer Sheriff, in the area. How does that work with them?
They got to abide by it's like a pedestrians for the most part. Bicycles are regulated, but they're to abide by just like a car would be. So technically, they have to go in the roundabout also.
Now, I noticed in that movie Speed with Sandra Bullock, she was in the bus.
She hooked that turn.
I
You
know.
probably watched that on a VHS, didn't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, when we were coming across the plains in the covered wagon,
Probably.
it fell out.
Oh.
Brigham Young picked it up.
Oh.
Okay.
He's
Anyway,
my friend.
anyway, we got this raised area here.
Travis
Oh,
is a friend.
what's the purpose there?
raised area, or the surface there is tapered for vehicles that are larger, say a truck pulling a trailer, large trailer, or a bus that has to come around the traffic circle. And the tapered edge there allows the back wheels to come up on top and to make that turn, because it is kind of a tight turn, especially in these residential areas.
All righty. Okay, guys. We usually take a break right here. And I usually tell people to go get something healthy.
I know what I want.
What do you want?
Apples and peanut butter.
Okay, let's go get some celery and some granola. What's your favorite veggie?
Well, I'm not a big veggie person, but you know, donuts are pretty good.
Wow.
Or, you know, jackrabbit chicken, fried chicken. Hey,
Or both.
or both.
And I think before we go to the break, we need to get some vehicles in this roundabout.
Let's do some demonstrating.
Some demos.
Okay.
We're all about demos on this show.
All right?
Okay.
So when we
Need
come
some
back,
education.
that's what we're going to give you. A demo. Catch you in a minute.
I think roundabouts are the best.
Oh, you've never been on one, I can see
Oh,
that.
I've been on one in Mexico and Paris and
Do they have any traffic?
sure they did. Yeah, I was there.
Where was it, all parked?
Oh, come on, roundabouts are the best.
They must have been in trying to get something to eat so
Hey.
they could make the rest of roundabout.
You're just mad because you can't grow a good beard.
Oh, wow.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Born to be wild.
There you go. Did you make this over at Sierra Bonita?
No,
Where did you make it?
at my house.
Oh, your house. Did your dad help you with it?
Yeah.
All right, pretty good dad, eh?
How come he gets lights?
Yeah, how come you get lights and we don't?
It's a nice fire engine.
We buy them.
You think that big bad fire truck can beat Rob's blue
I can beat
Magoo and my red machete?
I'm pretty fast.
You're pretty
My
fast.
car can beat that fancy fire truck of yours. Even though you're wearing my cool glasses.
1, 2, 3, go.
So if you notice, Goose is driving his little red truck, which you've all seen around town.
See my little bed?
You've seen it at the ball complex and at Brad's barbershop.
That's right.
I, myself, have got a blue sports car with cup holder.
And is it a Chevy?
Whoa, wait a minute. Are these registered?
Yeah, these are registered.
Can I see the insurance and
Well, you'll have,
registration on these?
Oh, I left my wallet home, officer.
my paperwork said SFCN.
We've
see-
heard those excuses.
Oh, have
Pete
we?
Hansen.
Yeah.
So we're registered under Pete Hansen's name.
Pete Hansen would be the guy to see.
Oh,
He assured
okay.
us all that was taken care of.
Okay. I guess you're okay. They're technically not
No,
motorized.
I would definitely interrogate Pete Hansen.
All right, now we want to get real basic, and we want to actually go through the roundabout here to show people what they can and cannot do.
I didn't want to do it.
Okay.
Can you help us?
Sure.
Yeah, we're approaching the
So-
yield sign.
You're approaching it at a roundabout. All roundabouts
car
have
over there.
have a yield sign. As you enter them, your job as a driver is to obey that yield sign, which is to allow anybody in the traffic circle, allow them to go wherever they're going. You are to yield them before you enter. Once the time is clear for you to enter the intersection or enter the traffic circle, you can do so, but do so safely. And you cannot cut in front of somebody. You have to enter at a proper time when it's clear.
So it's not the first one there.
Not always.
Not
All right,
always.
so you were right about that.
All right, so we enter.
And there's only one vehicle at a time in this.
Oh, well,
Oh,
You can.
that's good to know.
I would have passed him.
This is not a double lane
Okay.
traffic circle.
Now, if I decide I've made a mistake and I don't want to go north and I want to go east,
Absolutely not.
that's illegal.
That is illegal.
All right, what if
And
you're
you
behind a guy like him
decided.
that goes like 5 miles an hour, and you have these banks,
Yeah.
and there's no pedestrians in the way. I want to pass him.
So you want to pass in the traffic circle?
Well, because he drives slow.
Oh, absolutely not. No passing in the traffic circle. The only time you can pass is in a double lane traffic circle, and this is not one. You cannot pass in it.
What about coming to a dead stop like this?
Like he does a lot.
The only time you would do that would be if there was a pedestrian or something that would require you for an emergency stop, but not to just stop your vehicle. You are to maintain flow smoothly through the traffic circle and exit appropriately.
All right.
When do I get to drive the truck?
You don't get to drive the truck.
I never get to drive the truck.
So, now we talked about those guys doing donuts at the roundabout. Rob, can you show them a donut?
You got the truck.
Yeah, but you got the hot one.
True enough. So I'm breaking my back tires loose. I guess they call it drifting, I think.
Oh, it's drifting. Okay, and then there's the guy. It's
Well,
like-
wait a minute.
Okay.
Sir, you're not impaired, are you? Driving like that?
That's a trick question.
Like I told you before, it's 11 o'clock at night. There's nobody else but me and my wife. Why do I have to go that way? Why can't I take the shortcut right here?
You're going the wrong way in a one-way street
You
for the
lost
most
your
part.
hubcap.
And you hit head-on with somebody coming around that traffic circle that doesn't see you, somebody's going to get hurt, and you're going to be at fault.
If I'm the first one to the yield sign, and Rob comes a few seconds later, going the opposite direction, do I get to go first?
If it's clear and you have the opening there to make it safely, then yes. But if he comes around and you cut in front of him or hit into him, you're going to be at fault. 'Cause
Dang,
once he's established himself in the traffic circle, he has the right of way.
Okay,
'Cause there's your
I'm
stop
approaching the yield, and there's my shield
line. There's your
mark.
stop line here.
Stop line right
If
here.
necessary.
And Rob's already there.
Now
I
you
have to
to
wait
have-
for him?
Not necessarily. If he enters, you can
So I
follow
can
him behind
enter.
him, or if you make it in there first.
And you have to wait.
Okay, I have to wait.
Technically, at a four-way intersection that's unregulated, the person on the right has the right of way. So in that situation, as a courtesy as driver, yes, it would be better off letting the person on the right enter that traffic circle.
On the right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're walking.
You have to follow me because you have to choose like
Right,
I have to yield. There's a car coming. I'm already in. He's got to yield. Get ready to cuff him.
Dispatch, can you send me some backup, some 1078? I've got a couple of yahoos stuck in the traffic circle that will not leave.
Can we stop?
Oh, stop right there. What are you two yahoos doing?
We're closing our show.
Yeah, I thought we just...
You can't sit here and go around the traffic circle.
He's got backup.
Explain what you're doing.
I lost my hubcaps. We're having fun.
We're having fun.
This isn't a playground. This is a city traffic circle. The flow of traffic in this area. It is not a play area.
What year is it?
I'm not sure.
Have we been up here that long, Rob?
You've been here a long time from what I'm hearing.
Holy smoke.
It was bad enough. I needed help and backup.
That's cuffing.
Like that hasn't been done before.
Cuff them? So having a little fun in the roundabout?
Horseplay.
I didn't even get to drive the truck.
Holy smoke. Look
I
at
have hair.
What year do you think it is, Goose?
Well, we come up here in 2015. My wife ain't gonna let me in the house because she don't like beards.
Your name's Beardall.
Oh, yeah?
Can't believe you haven't run out of gas.
I can't believe we're still talking like this.
Well, it is a great day.
It is great.
Boy, it's toasty up here.
It's toasty in this way.
It's toasty in this beard. It's toasty. And we want to thank our guests,
Sharif,
Sergeant,
Sergeant.
Sheriff,
come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
and your buddy, Sergeant Mitchell,
Captain Rob.
and Roundabout, and Seth,
People staring
and
at
Johnny Logan, all those that's helped us out today with our Roundabout Goose in the Wild show. Hopefully you've learned some things. And remember, we love you. We truly do. We'll catch you on our show. We're out of here. All right, baby.
That's your goal.
Oh,